to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mike, 45. Ricky.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chocolates focused in, I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Go! Let's go! Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Where's that? You ain't going nowhere. Alert flare. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially. One play, and he hits pay dirt. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker will often lead.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Kill. Check. Alert 3. Under 10.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
What's that? 19? 59. Come on. Check 9.
On 2nd and 12, Watson steps away to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
13 yards. First down, Texans.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Safarian Jenkins has it. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Set. 19. 55. Stop your body.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now, Watson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check 4, check 4. Watch twins, watch twins. Shoot, watch the shoot. Shoot. Check 13, check 13. Check safety, check safety. Check 9.
On first down, Hunt. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Safarian Jenkins there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
We go set. 90 Wolf.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's caught. Smith. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
On the set. 51 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Hit it.
Here's Beathard to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw here. Beathard completes it to Dixon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 70, Indy. I got one. Check. Protein spill. Check. Leo. Be careful.
Smith trying to run for it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
X3, 218, chopper. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
On 2nd down now. Pitts. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Watch the slide. Check 15. Check 3.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop it, looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Hundley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Throwing Hundley. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious from both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Beathard. And his throw is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Beathard under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Hey, wahoo! 36. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. You're out. Go.
To throw is Beathard. And that will be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Deidrin Sanat with a sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You got tight right there. Check, check. Right now.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Got it. Down. 18 Gator. Hey, let's go. Hard. Hard. It's out of time. Kill.
A first down carry for Smith. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 outlaws. Jet bombers. Jet bombers.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch recon. 132 fighter. Shoot.
Back to throw Beathard. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Pitts. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm coming. Hey, orbit. Hey, 4-1's Mike. All day.
From the 39, Beathard, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Ready?
Now Beathard. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Show it up. I'm coming for you, son.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A throw out line to QT, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Lamar Miller. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Ready? Right. Watch it, rip right.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has...
Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready. 55. So don't say nothing.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. weak. Watch the run, watch the run. Check three, check three. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Now.
Here's Beathard to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Beathard. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Now it's Miller running right. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch out, watch out.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hundley flush to his right.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's QT. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We got this. Let's go. Right there in the middle. 55. It's our time. It's our time.
Back to throw now on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd down. Beathard. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, Zoo. We own them. Mike 20, Mike, let's go.
Back to throw here. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's get some penetration. 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze.